And a good afternoon and welcome to the Eastside Centre and softball action today. State-ranked East Peoria, the top team in the conference, playing host to the Canton Lady Giants. Home players are at home. Coaches, Bob Barnes will be joining them, as well as Danae Mencioni, head coach from East Peoria. They are directly at the home plate area. And to welcome in the inside pregame shows brought to you by Monticle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser. It's 647-1127, your perfect postgame stop at 135 North 5th, and also part of M. Bixler Video Production. Just a beautiful day out here, 74 degrees game time temperature, and enjoying getting ready for the action. But a red-hot East Peoria team, Mark, and one thing you want to, it's like stirring up a hornet's nest. When they got beat 1-0, they've been on a mission since that time, winning 16 straights, last 6 out of 7. They've won by 5 innings, 10-run rule. So the matchup today, in the circle, Alyssa Graves and the senior Emily Franzoni. A year ago, we saw the two teams battle here. It was a 3-1 game, and Emily, I thought she really did a great job navigating through the lineup, and they've added some pieces, and so had the Lady Giants. So we've become a little bit younger, lost a lot in graduation, and again, this is what you find out. You've got the remaining conference season, of course, just with East Peoria. They have, again, 3 games remaining, and Canton has 4, including tonight. So getting down to the end. Seedings were released. We'll talk about that as we go into our broadcast. But again, you want to put what you want to do and establish as a program. This has been the program to kind of look at, even though Washington's won a state title and they finished second. East Peoria has dominated during the league play, Mark. Several consecutive seasons of undefeated in the Mid-Illini Conference.
Well, and I'm sure for Danae, it's a bit frustrating because you dominate in the season, and then when you get to tournament play, you just can't quite get over the hump. And I'm sure she's hoping this is the year, but hopefully the Lady Giants have a little something to say with that.
They've added this year. They made a trip to Kentucky this year, lost to Pinckneyville. They lost to McCracken County. They lost also to Los Peoria Notre Dame, who's also state ranked. They lost to them 6-5, and as we mentioned, lost the first game of the conference. They lost in that one by a score of 1-0 and a walk-off home run against the ace for them, Alyssa Graves. And as we mentioned, since that time, Alyssa has been on a mission. She currently overall is 17-1 on the season. That is her only loss of the year. So, coming into this game here, a young, hungry Lady Giant team led by Carly Walker, who has been on her own mission this early freshman season.
I mean, she's had several games where she's had multiple home runs. In fact, one game she had 2 grand slams.
Yeah, she's had one over the weekend. She has 3 now.
Yeah.
She looked at the totals offensively, and again, I think as a freshman, Mark, she has 8 home runs. And I know that Megan Sharpshire, as a record, she holds the distinction of the most home runs in a career with 20. So again, Carly Walker's well on her way.
She's got 3 more years after this, and she's almost halfway there.
Absolutely. Starting lineups are being given. We'll talk a little bit about the Canton Lady Giants. And again, when you take a look at their lineup, and again, one of the things that for the Lady Giants has been the shuffling, trying to find some consistency within this team. It's been at the top of the order with Hedges, Walker, Emily Franzoni, Maddie Linkins even. I think Maddie Link's really played a lot better, and I think a lot of folks might anticipate her being a senior year. She's come in and she's been ready to play. She's had a little bit of a knee issue, but again, she's rang the bell, and she'll be ready to go today. And of course, it's always been defensively. Are you going to be able to surrender some easy runs against this team? Because you're not going to, you have the ability to put something on the board here against a very strong East Peoria team, 21-4, and the Canton Lady Giants, of course, coming in at 11-10. We pause the anthem back here at the coverage Eastside Centre. Back in 90 seconds.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Welcome back. Got the pregame show. It's brought to you by Monocle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser. Getting ready for first pitch here at the very pleasant afternoon, 74 degrees, game time temperature. And again, East Peoria going through their warm-up in the circle today. Left-handers headed for Butler is Alyssa Graves. And, of course, it's Remy Ferguson. We saw Remy, Mark, and you and I burst on the scene as a freshman. Never looked back. Couple of all-conference, numerous all-conference selections for Alyssa Graves since really her sophomore season, probably going to be her third straight year this year. Remy Ferguson as a catcher as well, made the adjustment from right field to catcher. That allowed them to move Ashley Emmert up the middle, all-conference catcher. It'll be her fourth season, Mark, and only Sarah Fink has been able to be a conference, all-conference first team. That's first team every year, Mark, and that's pretty remarkable when you take a look at their program. So, again, key thing, and I think over the last couple of years, I always thought that their deficiency was their defense, but I stand corrected this year because they have added a freshman at third base, Nem, Peyton Daring out of right field's a freshman, Monique Huson out in left field, but these are very good defensive players, and up the middle with Graves, Emmert, and Ferguson, they are very solid. So it's going to be a tough day, but I hope the Lady Giants and Blair Jacobus will get them off rolling here today. She bats to the right side against the lefty in the circle today. It is Alyssa Graves. And her first pitch in will set the defense for the Raiders. Coach Bob Barnes mans the third base, and at first base, Larry Warden. As the Lady Giants fouled straight back here, you can hear our crowd mic, and again, as part of the activities here, and we're right behind the home plate area. It's one of those neat ones where you're kind of ground level. We have seen in our press box, you get to see overhead, but we are ground level directly behind the umpires. You get a decent look here, and again, a pitch goes outside for a ball. So it's again a ball and 2 strikes. We're underway here, top of the first inning. Top team of the conference, 10-1. East Peoria, 4-6, are the Lady Giants. And a good job there by Blair. Did not chase that pitch that was moving upward and out of the strike zone. Evens the count 2-2.
Well, a little different look for Canton because in the last few years we've had a slap hitter leading off, and Blair is not that.
I think she can spray it around. She has the ability to drive the ball. There's a swing and a strikeout to begin the game. Again, for a dominant pitcher in the circle, Alyssa Graves. The ball has a lot of movement, left-hander. Again, it kind of looks like a screwball. You know, comes in at you, and then it will dive in the strike zone. Here's Mackenzie Hedges. She bats to the right side for this Lady Giant team, and she has the ability to get the ball up in the air and drive it out of here. First pitch from Graves comes in as a strike. Our coverage, this is like our 4th straight year, Mark, we've been able to go on the road. We've done a regional here, so we've had the opportunity to do a few games here at the Eastside Centre. And again, a little bit low down the line here, and it looks like all the way around the ballpark, like 200 down the line, and straightaway center too. So it's a pretty kind of a uniform distance in this particular Eastside Center diamond. And a pitch up and in. And again, didn't check that one. There's 2 balls and a strike. To Mackenzie Hedges. On deck is Carly Walker. And she has been really one of the best offensive players for this Lady Giant team, 3-1. That's the thing, you know, try to get into the head of Alyssa Graves. And that's the thing, get early, because if she gets by this first inning, Mark, she is lights out. Ball popped up a play here, goes to foul territory. Shortstop Emmert covers some ground, makes it running to her right. and puts it away.
Ashley's got a lot of range, and if you pop up on that side.
You know, how do you have the affordability, Mark? This is what really tells me this program. When you're able to move a first-team all-conference catcher away from her position, and she is still one of the better players on the diamond at shortstop.
Well, it goes to show she's an athlete.
Yeah, without a doubt. Carried them at high school during basketball this season. I mean, they put up some numbers scoring-wise, 14, 15 points a game. 0-1. Ball popped up off the bat of Carly Walker, and it's in foul territory. Pop up to the first baseman. So got in on the hands of Walker. Popped it up. 1-2-3 goes the Lady Giants after a half inning. We're on the road here from the Eastside Centre. East Peoria coming up. Canton and East Peoria scoreless. Back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Let's take a look at the conference standings. You got East Peoria 10-1, Limestone Washington at 8-2, then a string of teams including Canton right middle of 4-6. That's Pekin, the Lady Giants Dunlap, Metamora 3-7, and winless Morton at 0-11. Last night East Peoria shut them out 13-0 in 5 innings last night. And other games of the conference going on today is Dunlap at Washington, Pekin at Morton, Limestone at Metamora, Canton at East Peoria. We get a chance, really, we'll talk a little bit about the seeding. Canton got a 6 seed. East Peoria is a number 1 seed. Bobby feels that it could send them to Bartonville, along with Limestone and maybe Washington, a combination there. So we'll see how that goes. That will be released later on Friday, and we'll have the information for you. One of the top conference players, and again, Ashley Emmerts, first team all-conference, 3 times previous, and no doubt hits the ball to right field. Right fielder goes back and makes the putout out there. Hit the ball the other direction. It shows you strength that she has going the other way there, Mark, and the ability to drive the ball up in the air out there. So that's the first out of the inning. Here's Remy Ferguson, also another first team and 3-time all-conference, Mark. Second team as a freshman, and then the other 2 previous times first team all-conference. So this team has been a decorated group.
They have been.
And throughout the last several years.
And with the added pieces, this may be the year Danae is pointing that they can make it to the Final Four.
And they've moved a couple of freshmen into this lineup, and they haven't missed a beat.
No.
I mean, they've done a really good job. 1-1 to count to Ferguson. Bats to the right side against Emily Franzoni. Hits the ball back up the middle. And you see how easily she just went out and reached and just kind of flicked the wrist out there, Mark,
good
and
stroke.
knocked it into center field. So that's going to be a base hit for Ferguson. I look at a lot of the talent. I think Ferguson is probably the talented as they have. And I don't know if she knows how good she can be strength-wise.
I think you're right.
And here is Maddie Bambrick. And this is another one of those players that really goes under the radar, but consistently does a good job for them. Batting in the DP today. Brenner at first. Ball popped up to sky high. Who's going to call for it? And the pitcher, Emily, takes it just outside the circle. Popped up a mile high. And that's the second out of the inning.
Those are tough.
Off the bat of Bambrick. Even with the sunglasses, you can see Hedges had a tough time picking it up initially. So it's 2 down, runner at first. Alyssa Graves, and again, headed to Butler. And again, this is one of those rising stars, Mark, you talk about, who came on as a sophomore, and then flips the pitch. There goes the foul ball. She's been a nemesis of Canton since junior high days.
Yeah.
They've seen her
They
number.
were able to beat her at in junior high, but unfortunately at the high school level.
She's had lights out for that time. No balls in a strike. Pitch goes up and away.
And that's key, I think, for Emily here today, especially against this middle part of the lineup, is placement of the ball.
Yeah.
Move it around and keep them
up and down.
off balance.
You got it. 1-1 with 2 outs. Next pitch up. And again, 2 balls and a strike. On deck is another one of those freshmen, Monique Huson. She's on deck. Defensively, they got Mackenzie Hedges at third. At short, Tori and Sophie Oakes up the middle defensively. And at first base is Maddie Link. Goes in for a strike, is called. Evens the count 2-2. Catcher is Nico Grisolano. Out in left, Anna Plummer shading their eyes. Blair Jacobus in center. Out in right, Carly Walker. Here's the pitch, fouled out of play here. 2-2. Emily's, as a senior, one of the leaders in this team, and again, this is a big game. If you can take it upon your shoulders and keep it close in this game, that's what you want out of your senior today. 2-2, and again, a good tailing pitch, man. She kept it down in the strike zone. Great job in a strikeout. That's the third out of the inning. They strand 1 in the inning. The one hit, no runs, 1 left on, 1 complete. Softball action in the MidIllini today here from East Peoria. It's no score. Back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
The end of the action, and again, the scoreless game into the top of the second inning for the Canton Lady Giants. They'll have Grisolano, Branzoni, and Link. We're just trying to figure out a little bit about the seating and where the placement.
Of course, it's tough to guess with the IHSA.
Yeah, because you think that if all
you got it figured out.
Yeah, all you have to do is have one of those places that you might think go one place, and they might send it to another.
Yeah.
And that, we'll see, though. We'll see. We'll have more in the next 48 hours in regards to the play of that. We mentioned East Peoria, Danae Menzioni in her 6th year. An incredible conference record. And you take a look at them over her 10-year mark. And again, only 4 losses. They've got 1 this year, 5 losses in her 6 years. I mean,
that's amazing.
Just terrific the way that they ran the table 3 straight times undefeated, with Sarah Fink anchoring that particular drive. Here's the first pitch, fouled back here. Nico Grisolano digs in. Defensively at third, you got Nem, who's a freshman across the diamond. It is Ball. Up the middle defensively, Emmert and Kat Smith. Always reliable Kat Smith at second base for East Peoria. No balls in the strike. Nico digs in for the right side. And a swinging. Strike 2 is called.
Got to watch it all the way through.
She was a little hesitant. She didn't really want a full swing of that. No balls and 2 strikes. Underway the top of the second here. Fouled it straight back here. Anyway, Nico, go dive into that pitch. You got to be out there being aggressive out there. Again, you can't have any kind of question when your mind gets up there, Mark. You have to be able to know that I'm going to put the ball in play. Hit it hard here. No balls, 2 strikes. It's a ball to right field, and right at the right fielder. Nico get it. Good job out there. She gets it down over the left side of her, and it might go down out there.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of a fly ball out to right field. That's the first out of the inning. It's 4 straight set down by Alyssa Graves for East Peoria. If you're listening back home, appreciate you tuning in. You're on WVYS AM 1560, 93.7 FM, and streamed online, 1560WVYS.com. Hit out to the gap. That's going to get down. That's going to be a base hit by Emily Franzoni. Nice job. That's what I was talking about, the previous at bat by Nico. She kind of got it out there. That's kind of out on that triangle out there. It's a tough area to kind of go get the ball out there. You got a right fielder who is a freshman and left-handed. And then center field, you got McWhorter, who missed most of last year, her junior year. And out in left field is Monique Huson, a freshman.
And playing pretty straight up in the outfield.
Yep. First hit of the game by the Lady Giants. Here's Maddie Link. Done a solid job this year. First base, bats on the right side for the Lady Giants. And Graves tries to bunt the ball. Want to get it down. First baseman was charging. Strong to that side. That's ball. Of course, they want to move Kat Smith over for covering. At third base, Nem. Where's the mask at third base? Not a requirement. It is at lower levels. Again, the ball bunted. That's going to be a foul ball. Strike 2.
You got to find a way to get those down, though. Execution.
Got it. When you're bunting that situation, you can't go up with your wrist. It has to stay down and with the same kind of motion. No balls, 2 strikes to Link. Digs in. Runner at first with 1 out. And again, Link. See what she decides to do here. Amanda swinging strikeout. That's the second out of the inning and the second strikeout of the game. Again, for Alyssa Graves. So a couple of quick strikeouts in this game. She usually racks up 12, 13 strikeouts a game. Usually limits you to a couple hits. I mean, that's pretty much the way that she's been able to do. Last year, take a look at some of these numbers, Mark. 21-5, and again, 1.83 earned run average.
Wow. Struck
out 134, and she is 17-1 this year. Here's the pitch there to Tori Oaks. I don't know if you'll see a power type of pitcher, maybe other than what we saw with Sarah Fink. You know what I mean? I don't know if we see that kind of power with the Graves. And called her out. Well, that thing just was straight right down as an arrow across the heart of the plate, and a strikeout is called against Tori Oaks. Took one looking in the inning, had the 1 hit, no runs, 1 left on. We played through an inning and a half. We head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless game, Canton and East Peoria. Back here on the radio in 1 minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A. And by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Becker coverage swings into the bottom of the second. Freshman Monique Huson bats from the right side for East Peoria against Emily Franzoni. Chop gets over the third baseman. That's going to be a base hit. No play for the shortstop. Chopped it, and it went high above the third baseman. So that's going to be a base hit. Infield hit.
I liked what Tori was able to get to that, because if it gets by her, she probably stretches it into a double.
And so Huson reaches. Here's Kat Smith against Emily Franzoni. Bunts the ball, and it goes foul territory. Emily is in her now start of 11th on the season. She comes in with a record of 4-6, and has the unlikelihood of really not getting a lot of run support. Has an ERA of 2.40. 70 hits allowed and 6 walks, 3 hit by pitch. So she makes you earn your way on. That's a ball bunted. That's a fair ball. Good play by Nico.
And I tell you what.
And down to second, and a quick tag there, safely in there. Good sacrifice. And again, it goes 2-4 down to second base.
And they're very fortunate because that could have been a dead ball immediately because she almost touched it in fair territory.
So it's again a quick sacrifice there by Kat Smith. Heads up play by Nico. Down to second is Huson. Savannah ball. Nice looking pitch there from, again, Emily Franzoni. And she wants to know where that pitch was. I'd like to know where it was because it was a pretty good looking pitch. 1-0. Start the count. Runner at second. Look out. Right side foul ball. 1-1 as I posted on Facebook, basking in the sunshine today.
And I forgot my hat, so.
70. I got some hair to cover mine up, Mark, but not a lot. 74 degrees, foul ball here. Also, Harold Rhodes, again, to his sophomore group, playing on one of the other diamonds here. So a good afternoon of baseball here across the river. Runner at second. They've had a couple of hits in this game off of Franzoni. Digs in, and a little bit low with that one, 2-2. Here's the at-bat for Savannah ball with one out. Good sacrifice by Smith. Got a runner at second base. 2-2 with one out. Here it comes from the senior. And a swinging and a strikeout. Good location there. That's what you like about Emily. Keeping the ball down, that's going to be critical today, Mark.
She kept it close enough that you had to swing at that because if you don't, it's a borderline pitch that could have been called a strike.
You see the pitch that she threw to Graves. Same opposite side, this time to the right-hander. And again, the ball fouled out of play here. Here's Caitlin McWhorter. She was a player that was hurt biggest part of a year ago, did not play a lot. I think she played 5 or 6 games toward the end. She becomes her starting center fielder. No balls and a strike to McWhorter. Franzoni slaps the ball left field, and it's going to be a foul ball.
It wasn't fouled by much.
Man, you had a pretty good look. That ball was tailing.
Yeah, it was.
Towards that foul chalk line down there.
It was foul, but not by much.
Everybody on the bench here holding their breath, man. That gets down to run scores easily. That's what you got to be careful about McWhorter and as a defensive player down in left field. That slap towards the opposite side here. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball hit in the hole. And a good play here. Got to get the ball in. It's a base hit. So you get runners at first and third. So a couple of hits in this inning. An opportunity now. Face the freshman, Peyton Deering.
And that showed, Danae showed a little respect to the outfield that time.
So first and third. Still get out of the inning here, Mark, with a couple of hits.
Absolutely.
This is what you got to be able to do. Diffuse the situation if you're Canton. Another of the left-handed hitters for East Peoria. That sends the runner. Quick throw down. And it's going to be safely in. So a stolen base. Nothing doing on that runner at third. So second and third now with 2 down.
Now, I like what
first pitch was a ball, right? The Deering?
Yes.
Okay.
I like what some coaches are doing. Instead of giving the hand signals on their body, they're giving numbers where you have, one number for one thing, and then the second number is for something else.
2 balls and no strikes. That's second and third now with 2 down.
That's a little harder to steal.
Yeah. So a strike is called. Ball gets in at the knee. Strike called. Deering bats to the left side. Another one of the freshmen in this lineup. East Peoria, each year you see more numbers of underclass playing in the starting lineups here. Ball fisted, shortstop, and a line out. Good job. Get out of the inning. Again for the Lady Giants. Couple of hits, no runs. And they strand a couple. They stranded 3. And we played through 2 complete in this conference action here on a beautiful Tuesday from the River City. Back in the 3rd inning in 1 minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
One hit for the Lady Giants, 3 by East Peoria, but it's still the same result. Scoreless game as we head to the top of the third. Lady Giants will have Anna Plummer. That's on the right side, left fielder.
Took a strike there.
And Alex Chamberlain, the DP, will bat next, swinging. Get a step to the pitcher.
Step 2 and watch the ball all the way through.
No balls, 2 strikes to Plummer. Behind in the count. That's dangerous territory against this Grays. Got a piece of it, fouled it off. But again, it was a late foul, but protecting the plate with that 2-strike count. Perfect day for the softball action over here. This will be one of the 2 subsectional sites for this year's regional in 3A, either East Peoria or Limestone. And a pitch high and away, 1-2 on deck. Chamberlain. Then we'll be back up the top of the order, Blair Jacobus. Clear sky, blue sky across the area here today. 1-2. Again, time is called defensively.
Anna calling that. She wanted to step out, and that's a good thing. Kind of break up.
Yeah, I think you have to do that once in a while. Absolutely. You want to get her settled out there. 1-2. Here's the delivery. 2-2, a ball low. So Franzoni had the base hit back in the second. That's been the lone runner so far for the Lady Giants. Top of the third, swinging, and a strikeout. First out of the inning.
Number 16, Alex Chamberlain.
And again for the Lady Giants. And that is a 4th victim via the strikeout in this action. Got to find a way to put the ball in play against this lefty. 4 strikeouts, 3rd inning of work. There's a swave at that pitch by Alex Chamberlain.
And that's exactly what that was a wave, not a
full swing.
Aggressive.
Yeah. Just like you're in the batting cage. Again, strike 2. And you're seeing a lefty, which is a little different. A little different. There's no doubt about it. And you're 6'3", 4", something like that. Might be a little bigger than that. And again, chased after it. And it's a strikeout back-to-back. So out in the innings, the second. And again, Grays with their 5th strikeout. Allowed 1 hit. We're in the 3rd. And the Lady Giants into the top of the order. See if Blair can do something at the plate here. Keep this inning going with the 3rd inning of action here. Eastside Centre. And a pitch fouled out of play here. That's the first step. You know, Mark, that's always what I believe in breaking and a pattern of a pitcher. That's to get a couple of pitches, foul off a couple of pitches, start to read the speed and location. No balls and a strike. And a pitch 1-1 to Blair.
I like what Mackenzie's doing in the on-deck circle. She is actually watching.
Yeah, tying it out.
Trying to time it.
1-1. Good job by Blair. Didn't chase that pitch up and in.
That was easy. That was one to chase, too.
2-1. Better believe it. My tippy toes would have been up trying to chase that one. 2-1 with 2 down. We're in the 3rd. Canton bats against East Peoria's lefty Alyssa Gray. Swing, strike 2. Gain some confidence. That's what you'll be able to do gradually in this game against Graves.
You can't go in fearful.
No. 2-2 with 2 outs. In this 3rd inning, the next delivery. And again, just missed. Evens the count 3-2. On deck is Mackenzie Hedges, who's had a couple of games in a row with home runs. 3-2 with 2 down. Emmert shifts it short, goes a little bit deeper in the hole there and ready to go. Foul ball back here. And again, finally drops to the surface here. What would you call the actual surface of this, Mark? It's not a true dirt. and you know what I mean?
I look in the circle, and it's kind of got a reddish tint to it.
Yeah, it's a little different surface, isn't it? I think it's one of those that really
that was not
her out.
Yeah, that wasn't what Blair was looking for.
And a strikeout of the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Lady Giants. And that is the 6th strikeout by Alyssa Graves. Keeps the Lady Giants scoreless as we head into the bottom of the 3rd. East Peoria coming up in a scoreless game here in the MidIllini Conference. Back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Emily Franzoni works. Bob of the 3rd, leadoff batter, takes the first pitch. That's Ashley Emmert. Bats on the right side. In all conference in each of the sports she's participated in. 1-0. And she was recruited as a freshman for ISU. I mean, they grabbed her up and they were on her radar early.
They saw the potential.
1-1. Stroked, and she fell down. And then she gets up, kind of stumbled a little bit there, so it's a base hit.
That went right between the legs of Emily Franzoni, but it was back there so quick she didn't even have a chance to react.
And again, we had a break. If the ball's hit on the infield, she's going to be out because she stumbled about halfway down the first base line. Don't make you nervous if you're a good athlete. Those things happen too, right?
It does.
That is the 4th hit allowed in this game. And more importantly, again, Emmert runs off of first base. Here's Remy Ferguson, had a base hit. First plate appearance, was stranded there. They've left 3 on the base paths. We're into the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless game. East Peoria just continues to put people on base, man. They keep putting the pressure on you each inning. They kind of gain at that, don't they?
Absolutely. And that eventually wears you down somewhat. And
then you're throwing more pitches if you're the, in the circle there today like Emily is. But she's a senior. She'll battle her way through this. 1-1. A little bit low. It's 2-1. Followed by Bambrick and then Graves, and it's really a tough middle part of this order.
When they put pressure on you, it kind of wears on you mentally a little bit, and they hope that you break down mentally.
2-1, slap foul ball here, and stroked it out of play here. 2-2. It means Emily's pitch was pretty good for her to take that pitch and foul it off to the right side here. Runs the count 2-2. Emmert on at first base. Ferguson digs in, one of the seniors, slaps it to right side, and again it drops foul. Link didn't have a chance of it, and nobody else could get to it.
She didn't get a good break on that one.
So 2-2.
And it wasn't high enough for Sophie to get to it.
Everybody back in position. Sophie at second. Link at first. Tori Oakes at short, and at third, Mackenzie Hedges. The target, chop to the pitcher. And again, they get the out at first. Nice job there. Didn't really have a look at that.
Yeah, nowhere else. That was going to be first only.
Yep. So it's a ground out. And it goes 1-3 on the put out. That's the 1 out. So the ground ball gets back to the pitcher. Gets Emmert to second. And here is Bambrick, who last time hit a mile-high pop-up on the infield to the just outside the circle here in the pitching area. 1-0. Digging into this bottom of the 3rd, and again another runner at second base. For East Peoria, mile-high fly ball. Center fielder goes back, drifts back, and makes the catch. I'd make it sure I'd check on that tag up because she was really kind of stumbled. Fly ball. Bobby's coming out. He's going to appeal it. No doubt, Bob. Mark, that
I would
she left.
too.
I thought she left early. Back to the fence there, and she tried to get a quick jump out there. She's at third base here. I'd have to question it too. There,
yeah, I would appeal that.
It was. I thought it was pretty close. Because she went back to the center field out there as Jacobus made the catch. So the fly ball by Bambury gets to third is Emmert. Here's Alyssa Graves trying to put her and her teammates up here. High into the strike zone to Graves, 1-0.
And maybe that's what Bobby came out to ask was, hey.
Yeah, I just want to check with you
just to see because
that was pretty close. What about you?
I thought it was close.
I thought she just timed it really perfect, didn't she? Again, 1-1. So Emily digs in here from the circle of works against her counterpart, Graves. Ooh, just outside. Didn't quite get back to the outside of the plate there. It's 2-1.
But with the fly ball to center field, it was his call whether she went or not.
2-1 with 2 out, but that runner now at third. Pitch goes out of the strike zone. And this is a point where you almost think it just put her on.
You're not giving her anything to hit.
No, I don't think so either. 3-1. Here's the next delivery. And again, she challenged her with a pitch that had a lot of spin on it. See that rotation of that?
I don't think that was what Nico was calling for, though.
I'd close my eyes on that one because it was pretty good pitch. 3-2.
As Nico set up on the outside part of the plate.
And it was about, what we call it, belt high. And then again, swinging and a strikeout to Graves. They get out of the inning again. So in the inning, the one hit, one left on the base pass. They have stranded 4. And we go through 3 complete here. Tied game 0-0. Canton coming up in the 4th. MidIllini Conference action back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A. And by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Action swings in this 4th inning. Number 2, 3, and 4 hitter for the Lady Giants against the ace. Again, Alyssa Graves, who comes in at 17-1. Ball 1 to Mackenzie Hedges. Bats on the right side. Pitch right down central. Strike is called. 1-1. On deck is Carly Walker. I'd like to give her an opportunity to get a good crack at
somebody on, too.
With, again, swinging. And a strike 2.
I thought the first pitch was really close. It looked like it was at the letters on the outside part.
And I'll make a point here when we get an opportunity. Graves now works with a 1-2 count. Here it comes, outside, 2-2. Missed it. Walker on deck. Defensively, you got Emmert at short, Smith at second. They played back-to-back years together, up the middle.
Doesn't like the feel of that ball.
Remy Ferguson tosses that one out, and then they get another one back in. And Graves works here with the leadoff batter in the 4th. 2-2 count, scoreless game. First pitch coming up from Graves. And swinging, and a strikeout. That's the first out of the inning. Both these pitchers, again, getting some critical strikeouts when they need it. 7 Ks in the game. And again, for the Alyssa Graves, as we get to the action here, Carly Walker popped up her first plate appearance and leads the team in a number of offensive categories. Pitch goes, the strike is called. I thought that was a high pitch there,
Yeah,
Mark.
that was exactly where the other one was that he caught a ball.
That thing is up here at this level
Yeah.
here and gets a strike called. Here's the next one. A change of pace with that spin on it. Strike 2. Carly has 31 hits, 8 home runs, 29 RBIs, hitting a .443 clip offensively for this Lady Giant team, and they strike out second out of the inning.
Number 10,
And for Graves, talk about getting into a
He's in a
groove here.
groove right now.
You got that is now 7 strikeouts in a row. If you look at it, Mark, 7
Yeah.
Ks in a row. 2 outs. Here's Nico. Flew out to right field, chopped foul. Again, Nico digs in. 23 hits on the year, 16 RBIs. Second on the team and a .343 batting average.
Having a decent sophomore year.
Yeah. Not, it's still, it's the numbers. We haven't had the people on base to add to RBI list. And a swinging strike 2 to Nico. Digs in for this right side. Play a little deeper at shortstop. It's Emmert. Backs up out there. Ferguson gives the target a ball 1 and 2. Nico takes a couple of swings. Back in the box here. Again, coming up here, the action in this 4th inning. Again, back up the middle. Nico with authority hits that pitch right back by the mound and by the second baseman. Nice hit there by Nico. That's what we like to see. You get those hands extended out there, man. Really good positive stuff can happen to you. So it breaks that string.
And also hit number
7
2.
in a row. So that's the second hit of the game. And with 2 down here, here's Emily Franzoni, who had a base hit, her first plate appearance. Hits a ball and a foul ball.
Just a little in front of that one.
Outside the bag at third. This is quite a unique setting here over here. Down in this little gully area here, and kind of the diamond's a little different surface too. It's kind of I'd say a clay
sand,
kind of a mixture.
Dirt.
And yeah, it's got a real fine kind of a dirt to it. Ball popped up here, play. Shortstop Emmert goes out and puts it away. So in the inning, the 1 hit, 1 left on the base pass, and no runs. Still a scoreless game. After 3.5, we go into the bottom of the 4th. Canton and East Peoria Goose Eggs here from the Eastside Centre. Back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Back here we work into our 4th inning here. East Peoria, Mark has had runners on the 1st inning. They had a couple of runners, 2nd and 3rd in the 2nd. Had a runner all the way to 3rd in the 3rd inning. But again, Emily Franzoni, as we saw last year, able to pitch around and able to get key outs, strikeouts, pop out when she's needed it.
She has pitched well against East Peoria.
Giving up 4 hits to this point. Monique Huson bats to the right side, freshman, singled her first plate appearance, bats in this bottom of the 4th. And Emily Franzoni, the senior for the Lady Giants, makes that first delivery, and a strike is called. Emily's did a pretty good job of, again, keeping the ball out of their part of the plate, down low in the strike zone. And a pitch fouled out of play here. No balls, 2 strikes. Kat Smith and Savannah Ball. That's the lineup for Danae Menzioni in her 6th year. A year ago, they were 28-7, 11-3 in the conference. Prior to that, they had 3 straight undefeated conference seasons. Back to Emily. Grabs it. Quick throw. Crossed. 1-3 on the putout. It's after the big strikeout against Graves. Emily now has set down 4 straight after the single, and Everett stranded at third base. Both these pitchers locked in. Classic MidIllini duel here. Here's Cat Smith, 1 down. Pitch, and you can see Nico trying to hold it there as long as she could in that area there. Put a ball 1. Cat Smith sacrificed first at bat. She got one of the bunts down right in front of the home plate area. Pop mile high, look out. Right overhead here, right by me. Popped there, didn't have my net catching it there. So overhead here.
I was keeping an eye on it, Leon.
Yeah, it was kind of drifting off that side. I was never worried, man. I've done too many games here. If it comes over real fast, then I'm in trouble. So I had a pretty good distance. 1-1 now. Here's the next at-bat and the pitch coming up. Ooh, pretty close there. 2-1. Yeah. You got the different angle. I got the inside. You got the outside part of the plate on your side of the table there. 2-1. And again, pitch, strike 2 is called.
He is consistently, except for that one, he's called that consistently.
And I think, Emily's got a good read on each of these batters, where she can allow really to get them in the strike zone. 2-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch, hit it to the right side, and Link scoops it up on assisted put out. Suck it out of the inning. 5 straight set down by Emily Franzoni. Keeping this really dangerous lineup in check here. Although she's given up 4 hits. 2 down, here's Savannah Ball. And this is the part of the game, you're in a nice little groove here. You don't want to give up a walk or something in the air here, because you got a nice little run here going for this team. And you can keep them off the base pass here a couple of innings here. You got a fighting chance here down the end. No balls and a strike. Mark Bixler, Leon Groover with the call today. Donovan Keys, their engineer, back to studios. 74 degrees. Game time temperature here. Just a gorgeous day here across the river. Again, some of the seeding was released. East Peoria, number 1 seed. Then what we said, Washington, Limestone with the top 2 or 3 there. And I think U-High, Bloomington, and then Canton, and then Fairbury Prairie Central, Macomb, and one other team. I can't remember who else was in that grouping there. 1-2 now. Ball digs in from the right side with 2 outs. Woo, just outside. And again, it runs the count at 2-2. We're 2 down in the 4th. And we try to keep this game a 0-0 contest against the conference leaders here today. Next delivery to Ball from the senior Franzoni, and foul back here, stays alive. Ball was a strikeout victim of her first plate appearance. Emily's total so far in this game, allowed 4 hits, 3 strikeouts. No runs to this point, 2-2. Staying alive in this action. Again, Nico kind of shifts, and a good call there, man. That was great location, Emily. And fired the deuce and a strikeout. And that is her 4th strikeout of the game. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. First time that East Peoria goes down 1-2-3. And we played through 4 complete in this MidIllini Conference action. We head to the 5th here, Mark. 0-0 East Peoria Canton on the road here on your Tuesday. Back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Now that in
First pitch again, pop up right by the circle, and again Graves couldn't get to it.
Quite get to it in time.
And so it bounced in as an infield single for Link.
A smart play by Graves right there, because she let it drop. When she knew she wasn't going to catch it, she let it drop and hoped it rolled foul, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, and there's another bunt, fielded, and they threw the ball away. Sacrifice, and then over to third, sliding in there. Nice base heading run there by Maddie Link. Again, you had Tori Oakes at the bunt, the sacrifice, and it was going to be a fielder's choice, and then the error on that throw.
E2.
And again, the E2. So that puts Link now at third. Oakes at first. And as we mentioned, here is Anna Ryman. So Ryman's going to hit here. An opportunity here with first and third. So Ryman bats in the place of Plummer. Ball bunted right back here. Nobody's going. It's a foul ball. So again, Tori, you got a good job getting the ball bunted down. And again, they kind of threw a ball a little bit wide to first base.
Well, let's see if Canton
takes advantage here.
Yes.
So it's again high with the pitch, second and third. Again, Ryman digs in from the left side. She's filled in admirably at times out in left field here.
And it started.
Opportunity. Yeah, she's had a couple of different starts. So Lady Giants bat here in the fifth. East Peoria has won 16 straight. The key thing is lost the opening of the conference season 1-0. A last at bat home run, a walk-off. And then they won 10 straight in the row in the conference. Battle here. Canton has a chance to get on top. 1-1 pitch, Ryman against Alyssa Graves. And again, a strike is called. That thing was dipped down in the strike zone, and she had a tough time trying to bunt the ball there. So 1-2 now.
You know, in defense of, I always say you got to find a way to execute the bunt. But pitchers do a great job of placing the ball to keep you from.
Again, here's the pitch. Ryman fouls it to this back screen.
Especially in softball.
And you can see what you can see Coach Barnes saying, get your hands away from your body and just kind of slap at it and hit it into an open area out there. So Ryman digs in here. Ball and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third. Nobody out for the Lady Giants. Pitch up, 2-2. This is what you really build for these last couple of weeks, is games like this, Mark, and when you're playing tight against a really good #1 seed, East Peoria. Inside, tied her up, and a strikeout. Got the out, so that's a strikeout for Graves.
Alex Chamberlain.
That's 9 strikeouts. So far in this game, she's allowed 3 hits. Runners stay at second and third now with 1 down.
You got to be aggressive against a pitcher like Graves.
Here's Alex Chamberlain and takes a wave at it. That's what Bobby's saying, be a little bit selective here with that pitch high in the strike zone. Strike to Alex. She has the ability. She's had a couple of home runs this year. Again, and a swinging and a waved at it. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs.
Actually, she attempted the bunt, but
no balls, 2 strikes now. Back to top of the order with Jacobus on deck here against Alyssa Graves. Best opportunity, Lady Giants, second and third. Pitch, tied her up inside, and a strikeout. Second out of the inning. She can make it look bad. 10 strikeouts.
And you can't be tentative at bat against a pitcher like Graves.
And the last 2 have been.
Yes.
And you got runners in scoring position. Now with 2 down, here's Blair Jacobitz. Ball 1. You can see the runner at second base, Tori, kind of distracting, trying to anyhow, Alyssa Graves. 1-0 to Jacobitz. Digs in for the right side against the lefty Graves. And a swing, strike 1.
I like that swing.
Yeah. A little bit more of authority.
It was.
If the inning goes further, Mackenzie Hedges on deck. A single, sacrifice, a throwing error, ended up second and third. But they've had 2 Ks in a row against Graves. And a 2-1. You got Ferguson now going to have a little chat with Alyssa.
And Bobby's coming in to talk to Blair.
So a lot of that chess game strategy going on here. 2-1. And you can tell Bobby, he's such a good rapport with his players.
And he knows
trying to keep them loose.
This may be their chance.
Yeah, this is an opportunity to get 1 or 2 runs in here. So Blair bats with a 2-1 count. Got to throw a strike here. That's the key thing you got to be ready for. Graves from the circle here. 2-1. Again, pitch, strike 2 is called. And you get a pitch like that, you got to take it the other way. I mean, you look at the pitch with the outside part of the plate, take it that direction there. 2-2 with 2 outs. Second and third for the Lady Giants. Ball popped out of play here. Way to stay alive.
Good defensive hitting that time. Wasn't exactly what she was looking for.
Think back of all those summer games and all those other games. This is what you work for, this situation. Those were, the games that you prepare for right here at this moment. 2-2 with 2 outs. Scoreless game. We're in the 5th inning. Graves, penalizing pitch, and he didn't call it. 3-2.
No.
The thing stayed up a little bit. Looked like it was inside there, Mark.
That was close.
So 3-2.
With 2 strikes, I'm swinging at that one.
Best play in baseball here. If you can put the ball in play here. Everybody will be running. 3-2 with 2 outs. Trying to break the scoreless game here against Alyssa Graves. Pop up, foul ball. Always like the dramatic kind of setting here. East Peoria. Emily Franzone, as we talked about in our pregame, has kept the game in check, allowed your team to stay close. That's what you want to do.
As a pitcher, that's your goal.
3-2. 2-1, 2 outs. In the 5th inning, scoreless game. Here's the next delivery, and a swinging strikeout. Ended up striking out the side in this contest. And again, that's the 11th strikeout. None bigger for Alyssa Graves. Gets out of, again, a 2nd and 3rd and no out situation. Back here after 4.5, we head to the bottom of the 5th, still scoreless. Canton at East Peoria today. Back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Get a poll as a team, especially Emily here. Bottom of the 5th, bottom part of their order. Lou McQuitter. Single, stolen base, stranded back in the 2nd. Takes the first pitch for a ball. McQuitter bats on the left side, Emily, and a foul ball back here.
This is the dangerous inning for Canton. When you
get if you can get the first couple of outs here, then you get an opportunity with nobody on base with their top of the order coming up. McQuitter, weather 1-1. Emily, pitch just kind of dances outside there, a little bit low. 2-1. Perfect day, and so it's like stretch. We'll be back home tomorrow night against Lewistown, and then Thursday we got Limestone. So a busy stretch here. Ball popped up here, a play, and Hedges, McKenzie, nice chop, takes it into foul territory on a pop out. So that's the first out of the inning. Emily, been on a set after the single by Emmert in the 3rd, has retired 7 straight. Keeping this game in check. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Peyton Deering. Freshman, lefty, up and in. That's what you want to do, those freshmen. You want to throw up and in a little bit. 1-0.
keep them honest.
1 down and Emmert on deck. for East Peoria. She can change the game bunted. Emily, good job. Gets off the circle and safe. Took a little bit of hesitation, but he eventually made an emphatic, safe call there.
He hesitated.
He did, just a
but
little
when
bit.
He was emphatic with it.
So that's a infield single. Put the runner now with one down. 5 hits by East Peoria. Here's Emmert. And I don't think you're going to have her bunting the ball here.
I would be shocked.
And takes the first pitch with a strike. Again, bats here from the right side with one on and one out. Next pitch, 1-1. Emily kept the ball pretty good location, kept it away from her. So Deering used her speed that time. That was the difference there.
No doubt. And tough choice here to give. Do you pitch to Ashley or do you pitch to Remy?
A little bit low with 2-1. And you can't get lost in this thing of playing the game with Emmert here. You got to throw some strikes here. Try to get a ground ball out here.
And a chance for a double play.
2-1, strokes the ball, and it gets down to right field. That's a base hit. Deering coming on over. And Emmert follows her right behind her in second base. So a base hit. And it's again Deering over to third base.
It's too bad Emily didn't see what Deering was doing, because if she'd have been at third, they would have had her.
When they made the throw over, Emmert followed only into second base. So as we mentioned, here in this 5th inning, their opportunity now, second and third with one out. Trying to cash in here. Real smart hitting by Emmert. See her take that pitch. Take that pitch into right field there. Very smart hitting there by Emmert. Didn't try to overpower the ball.
No, she didn't. She went with the pitch, and
so runners at second and third, one down. And here's the dangerous Remy Ferguson, who digs in. No balls and a strike. Hits the ball, pop up, play. Second baseman goes out, can't get to it. It's going to be a base hit. Runner Emmert comes around. She will score down to second base. The ball had just got over the reach of the glove there by Sophie. And again, it goes for a base hit by Ferguson. Drives in a couple of runs.
And Sophie did something that I wish she hadn't done, because after the ball dropped, she tried to field it again and knocked it past the right fielder.
Yeah, and then when she did that, the runner advanced to second.
And the second runner scored.
Yeah. And it moved the runner to second. Now with one out, here's Bambrick. Couple of runs on that hit there by Ferguson.
That's a case where...
And you know that the right fielder wasn't going to get there. It was just going to be a chance where either Sophie was going to get a glove to it. She got real close to it, though.
Yeah, she did. But I just wish she would have let the right fielder field it, because she had the play in front of her.
Yeah, when you had the full view and you can scan the field there. So it's 2-0. Runner at second, one down. East Peoria takes the lead 2-0. Ooh, that's a pretty good pitch there.
It was a good pitch, but I think it was a little outside.
So 3-0 to Bambrick. Another big hitter in this lineup. Man, they can do damage. They can each hit the long ball. That's what's so dangerous about this team. 3-0 count. And a strike is called, 3-1. On deck is Graves, who's been hitless today, 0 for 2. Against Emily Franzoni. 3-1, 3-2. Swinging strike there.
Well, I said this was a dangerous inning for Canton, because
and it sure has been.
After getting the first two runners on at second and third and nobody out, and you don't score, the momentum is switching.
It does. And a strikeout. Good pitch there to Bambrick. And he got a key strikeout. Second out of the inning, and a strikeout by Franzoni. So again, 6 hits given up, 2 runs by Franzoni. It's Graves. Alyssa Baps on the left side. 0 for 2 in this contest. Bases with a runner at second base. You could say Wade Nico went really way outside. And you could see Graves, man. She wanted to swing at that pitch no matter where it was. Foul
she
ball.
Made contact.
I don't know how. That thing was way outside. 0-1. Runner at second. Ooh. That thing came back, but just didn't get quite to the outside part of the plate. 1-1. We're 2 down in the 5th. East Peoria breaks through with a couple of hits. Big hit there by Ferguson. Slapped out of play here. And it's just within an eyelash of making a catch out there. Again, Sophie made every effort she could to get back on the ball, and it just went over her glove and dropped to just in shallow right field.
Well, and Peyton Deering laying down that bunt.
Yeah, that was huge.
Could have easily been
ball slapped. It goes the other way to left field, and it goes on one bounce to the fence. That's an RBI. And a double by Graves. You see how easily she reached out, Mark, with that. I mean, just a quick flip of the wrist there. And that thing shot to left field. So again, an RBI.
Courtesy runner in for the Raiders.
And it sent another one in. And again, for them, they have Graber will run at second for Graves. RBI. 3-run inning so far. 4 hits by East Peoria. They break loose here in this bottom of the 5th. Huson bats, hits the ball right field. Right field comes on, makes the grab. Nice play by the right fielder. Again, Carly Walker. So the damage done, the big hit there, of course, by Ferguson, and then the RBI by Graves. And again, in the inning, 4 hits, 3 runs, and they strand 1 on the base path. And we had, through 5 complete, they put 3 on the board. Lady Giants lead ahead into the 6th. It's 3-0 here from the East Peoria Eastside Centre. Back in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Here we go. Look at the totals. The Graham Health System run hits errors in this game. Emily Franzoni, again, 5 innings of work, 8 hits, 3 runs. 4 strikeouts. Graves for East Peoria, 3 hits allowed and a total of 11 strikeouts. And again, the Lady Giants have been limited to 3 hits. And as we mentioned, for East Peoria now, they have a total of 8, but they have 3 runs on the board. We go into the 6th inning. And Mackenzie Hedges bats for the Lady Giants. Ball popped and a foul ball right near the fencing area at third base. What a big congratulations to all conference and the Illinois College. Again, Mariah Hedges, what a terrific season she had at Illinois College in the circle there. All conference, one of the top wins in the school as a team this year. So they really...
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Keep it right here. Getting a strikeout by the Lady Giants. They go 1, 2, 3. in the sixth inning. And our phone got disconnected. I think we got it back on. We had sometimes that charge, and again, when it's, I don't know what happened there, Mark, but it did get disconnected, and for some reason. But we have played through 5.5, and again, Canton went 1-2-3 in that inning against Alyssa Graves. We go to the bottom of the sixth. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll get to the bottom of the sixth. Canton trailing 3-0. Back in 30 seconds.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Back here as we go to the bottom of the sixth, and it'll be East Peoria, and they'll have coming up Kat Smith will lead it off. Totals this points, and again the Lady Giants have allowed 8 hits, 3 runs. East Peoria has stranded 5 in this game. And again, they come up with 3 runs in that 5th inning, and that's been the difference this point after Canton had 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. That was huge swing in this game. And Mark, you made the point that it was going to be one of those game Kat Smith, since that one sails out of here. Center field, Kat Smith. As we told you, this is a one dangerous lineup. And Kat Smith, Adios is one out the center field, and it's quickly a 4-0 advantage. That belongs to East Peoria. And that was a no-doubter as it sailed over center field. Center fielder again, Jacobus, is pretty helpless. You get to see her look up. And it cleared out there by the I and east side out in center field.
Yeah, top to bottom, this is a tough lineup to pitch
I think it's one of the better ones, even with McCoy and a couple of other, when they had Washington made their run a couple of years. It's just so solid up and down this lineup. And again, for Emily to continue to battle through the first 4+ innings, keep them off the board.
Yeah, Major League Baseball has had some teams like that where it's, you just
hit it back to Emily. She fields it 1-3. Good job there by Emily. She's kept her composure. 0 for 3 on the day for Savannah Ball. And here is Lou McWhorter. Again, 1 for 2 on the day. Big inning came in the 5th inning. 4 hits, 3 runs. And the air, again, flared, shortstop, and off the heel of the glove.
You got to come up with that play, though.
It's one of those things. Again, you're making the play to shortstop, and a hit on the heel. So in the air, runner will reach with 1 down. So a couple errors in the game by the Lady Giants. And here is Peyton Deering. Bobby had the biggest hit of this game so far. Slapped the ball left field, and it's going to foul ball. So they add a run here, and they put a runner on with 1 down.
And that hit really opened the door in the last inning.
Yep. That gets you. That sets the table for their offense, man.
It was a bang-bang play.
Yeah, the call didn't go with the Lady Giants' way. Hit it to the right side. Glove scoop there by Sophie Oakes. 4-3 on the putout. Second out of the inning. And down to second is McWhorter. So it's the second out of the inning. Here's Ashley Emmert. On the day, it's 2 for 3. Scored once. See, a lot of teams put one of their top hitters at the top of the order. And they do that. They have been able to set the table with Emmert for the last couple of seasons. Bats here in the 6th inning. Kat Smith sent one over the center field fence. They add to their lead of 4-0. We're in the bottom of the 6th. hit to right field. Coming on, and a put out there by Carly Walker. But again, they add with the long ball. Home run to lead off the inning by Cat Smith. Had the one hit, one run, and they strand one on the base pass. We played through 6 complete. They add to their lead. Heading to the 7th inning, it is East Peoria 4 and the Lady Giants nothing. Back here in a minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Back here in the 7th inning, wasted chance. We'll look back at that 5th inning. You know, you had a couple of people on and nobody out, and then East Peoria, too good a team, weren't able to respond. And again, into the 7th inning here, it's Emily Franzoni. She's 1 for 2 on today.
My grandma used to say, if and buts were candy and nuts, every day would be Christmas. And that's the way you have to kind of look at that inning.
Yeah, we battled through this particular point. Emily did a good job. Hit by pitch. They've known each other since grade school days. Is that a little friendly reminder? Said, you got me a couple of times during this game. Got a couple of strikeouts. So base runner. One of the few times you'll see Graves a hit batsman.
Yeah.
And again, it'll be Maddie Link up here, 1 for 2. And the key thing in this game, Mark, both of, again, they're tough chances. 2 of the tough chances, just couldn't come up with them. And then you're back in this game here. You're, hardly, with the exception of the Cat Smith home run, it could be a 1-0 game here.
Well, and 2, if they get Peyton Deering out.
Yeah, and that was a call that didn't go their way, and that usually turns the tide as well. I still like the way that this team battle. I still think we can be a little bit more aggressive at the plate there. I think you
less
have to,
timid.
Yeah. 7th inning, runner at first. No balls, 2 strikes to the senior Maddie Link. Ball popped up overhead. Look out there, folks. Got to pay attention, man. That ball comes over the fencing there.
And really the difference in this game is the experience versus the inexperience.
Yeah. So in this action with the runner at first, no balls, 2 strikes. Didn't get that call there. It's 1-2. Back in action tomorrow night against Lewistown.
Our buddy Jim Matson out in center field, taking some video.
I think he lives right over there.
Probably does.
1-2. He had a pitch here, swinging, chased the pitches. It was tailing out of the strike zone, and a strikeout again for Alyssa Graves.
Tori Oaks.
That's her 12th strikeout. Here's Tori Oaks. Sacrifice, and was left on the base pass back in the 5th inning. Tori bats here, also struck out, first plate appearance. Bats here in the 7th inning, trailing 4-0. Ball popped up here. Catcher, foul territory, grabs it on a pop-up around the home plate area.
Anna Plummer.
So that's the 2nd out of the inning. And Anna, it will be Ryman, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so Ryman will bat.
She came in
her
to
first place in the 5th inning there and struck out. Bats here in the 7th. And a 4-0 game for the Raiders. As we mentioned, the seeding has been done. East Peoria, number 1 seed. Canton is 6. We think that possibly that Canton could get sent to Bartonville.
And play Limestone.
And Limestone. Could be Washington in that mix there. But Again, that's the 2 and 3 seed. You know, you send the 2 and 3 seed to the same site. That's a possibility with number 6. That's a more likelihood, wouldn't you think?
That's my guess, and my guess is
then they would send probably U High and them
normal
here and here.
Here, yes.
That's
and the 8 and 9 seed would come here too.
Right. So a ball, 2-1, with 2 down in the 7th inning here. But I still we know the first round we got beat 5-0 by East Peoria.
Yeah.
Played without Mackenzie Hedges. A little better, I thought. We just did a better focus in this one. And just a couple of seeing eye hits. We had a couple of balls kind of drop, and those sort of things. We didn't get the call on first base in the play there. So little things like that really turned this game around. 4-0. As Graves in the circle and the delivery. Hit to the second baseman, and it's a out at second. Flips there on the fielder's choice, and it goes 4-3. And that's the way this game comes to a close. Extends the Raiders' win streak to 17 in a row. They're 22-4 and go to 11-1 in the conference. Lady Giants with that loss now 11-11 and 4-7 in the MidIllini. Next up, Canton takes on the Lewistown. We'll be with you tomorrow night for that one, and then Thursday against Limestone. A final in this one, it is East Peoria shutting out the Canton Lady Giants 4-0. We'll get to our post-game show. It's brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main and Canton. Check the quick lunch, soup, and salad bar, and Sunday buffet at Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main and Canton. Back to wrap this one up in 2 minutes.
Helping underwrite this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your real estate agent. Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village, located on 4th Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church, located on Avenue A in Canton. And M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. By the Bank of Farmington, located in both Canton and in Farmington. By Canton Napa, with a location of North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. By Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool on North Avenue A, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Back to remind you, as soon as this game, as our post-game wraps up, we'll send you the Cardinals pregame from Miami. That's underway. We'll have that for you as we'll join that here on WBYS, AM 1560, 93.7 FM. Tomorrow night, on the air against Lewistown tomorrow night at 4:30, 4:20 pregame. And then Thursday, as Canton will take on Limestone. Tough loss today. The Lady Giants lose it by a score of 4-0. Let's take a look at our Graham Health System run hits errors totals for the Canton Lady Giants. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error committed by East Peoria, and 5 left on the base path. And again, the winning pitcher today, that went to, again, Graves, Alyssa Graves. Again, allowed 3 hits, struck out 12, and again had just the 1 hit batsman and nobody else put on the base pass there. Loss goes to Emily Franzoni, who deserved a much better fate today. I thought she did an outstanding job. Again, giving up the 9 hits, the 4 runs, and 4 strikeouts. And Emily Franzoni with that loss. Those are, again, Graham Health System run hits and errors totals. And again, for East Peoria, they come up with 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 Canton error, and 6 left on the base path. The outstanding player performance, Advanced Rehab Sports Medicine, and I thought we talked about it in our pregame, Mark, and if Emily could keep the Lady Giants close, we had our opportunity with 2nd and 3rd in the 5th inning. Didn't get a run out of that with nobody out, and then they come back, and that's what championship teams are in this conference are able to take advantage of. They put 3 on the board, and then the Cat Smith home run in that 6th added to that lead. But again, I think Emily Franzoni, got to give her a lot of credit today. She battled a very difficult lineup today.
Absolutely.
And, took the loss, but again, was in the game all the way into the 5th. But again, Deering legged out a hit, and again, Canton did not get the call. Then a seeing eye hit just out of the reach of Sophie Hicks. That was a tough play. That was a key hit that got down out there and then they added a couple of runs on that. And again, that's the way that this game ended up, with East Peoria shutting out the Canton Lady Giants by a score of 4-0. But again, I think, hopefully we learn you got to be more aggressive at the plate, get some better swings in regards to that. So we do appreciate that. And again, just give Bobby the headset there. And again, Coach Bob Barnes is with us again here from the Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main in Canton. What a tough fifth inning, Bobby. You take a look back then, and I know that's going to be one that you'll look back at this game, second and third, nobody out. And anytime you kind of leave people on the base path, they came right back and took advantage of it. So that was a key swing of the game there.
Yeah, definitely did. All we're trying to do there is get the bunt down so we can get a run. The first baseman, she's playing way back. We get the bunt down the first baseline. You got one run right there, and put some more pressure on it. But give Alyssa credit. She's going to be a D1 pitcher for a reason. The girl knows how to throw. She knows where to throw when you're going to bunt. She gets the ball up and out, makes it more difficult for you to bunt. You don't go, you don't pitch D1 and not how to throw. So I give her all the credit. She's solid. She's been solid for 4 years for them.
When you look at, again, not as aggressive, a couple of different at-bats. I know you'd like to have a little bit different approach at the plate here for a couple of the batters, but that'll come as a learning curve, isn't it? I mean, that's one of those things against a very tough left-hander in this situation here.
Yeah, you got a senior pitcher against a lot of underclassmen here, and like I told the girls, you got to, she may give you one pitch to hit, and you better hit that pitch, because once you get behind, now you're going to have to hit her pitches. And like I said, she's a smart girl. She's not going to give you pitches to hit after that. You're going to get maybe one crack at it. Then after that, it's all in her hands, and she's done a nice job. And they've been on a roll lately. I thought Emily just did an outstanding job pitching today. She's pitching against one of the hottest teams in the conference right now. That's scoring 10 to 15 runs on people. So give Emily a lot of credit. She did a great job on the mound today.
And teams like this, somehow they get a break, man. They got the call at first base. It was a bang play over first base. The lefty legged it out, and then the ball just got out of the reach of Sophie out at second base. Man, she came just at an eyelash there, making that grab there. That changes really the whole complexion of the game there.
Yeah, conference champions find ways to win it. And they're sitting pretty right now at first place, and they're finding ways to win. And lately they've been just beating people pretty bad, but today they had some breaks, and we couldn't take advantage of a couple things, and that's why they're where they're at.
And you'll look at the seeding and everything, and we'll find out where we'll be going in the regional. That all information has been released. But again, tomorrow night we'll be back with you with Lewistown, and again on Thursday. Doesn't get any easier. Lewistown on Limestone on Thursday night there. So tough stretch here.
Yeah, we got a tough stretch. If we play ball, we're capable of winning out here, and that's what we need to. Our goal should be take one game at a time, win out the rest of the season. And really, you don't know where you're. We know we got the 6th seed, but you don't know where you're going to be sent until maybe Thursday or Friday. I'm not even sure. I think we might be heading to Limestone, but looking at it again, we may be right back over here again, and maybe button heads these guys.
I saw some positive today with this team battling a good lineup for East Peoria today. Battled them all the way into about the 5th inning there, and then they broke loose with a couple of runs. But go get them tomorrow night. We'll see you at home.
Thanks, Leah. These girls, I tell you, I give them a lot of credit. They're hard workers. They're a lot of fun to be around, and I appreciate how hard they've been playing for us, and a lot of fun. That's the main thing. They're good young ladies, and Canton should be proud of what we have out in the field there, because those girls right there represent Canton very well.
Absolutely. Bobby, have a safe trip home. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thank you. That'll wrap it up. Our post-game show here from Eastside Centre as Lady Giants lose one tough one here, 4-0 to the East Peoria Raiders. Mark, and for M. Bixler Video Productions, thanks for joining us on the road. We head back out here and regroup. We're at home tomorrow night against Lewistown, and then Limestone on Thursday. So a couple of games within the softball broadcast. We're looking forward to that as well tomorrow night.
Should be a couple of good ball games.
Yeah, hopefully looking forward to that. That'll wrap up our post-game show. It's brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse. And again, East Peoria comes up 3 in the 5th, a home run in the 6th by Cat Smith, and East Peoria shuts out Canton by a score of 4-0. Our engineer Donovan Keys back to the studios. For Mark, I'm Leon. So long for the Eastside Centre. Cardinal Baseball is up next on WBYS.